Doom Patrol Season 3, Episode 3, titled Dead Control, and this episode is a fantastic episode. Because it, as I keep saying with the last two episodes, I'll keep saying it again until they stop doing it. Every second of this show, ever since the first second of Episode 1, Season 1, is all driven by characters. Every story beat, every second of it is driven by a character of the show and their choices driven by it. It is character driven, not plot driven, and what makes the show so damn good. As much as we love, I flex the one muscle when butt monsters and sex demons and what else? Cockroaches making out with rats. As much as we like that stuff and we laugh about it and be like, what about watching in a very joyful sense? It's all driven by its characters. I mean, they got killed off last episode. We're in the afterlife, and we get to see the Doom Patrol's version of heaven, or the welcoming committee in heaven, because this entire episode is a Westview mission. Because when Larry finds out about them being dead and finding out there's a afterlife, Larry and Dorothy contacts a Sherlock Holmes and Watson team of the afterlife of demons, and then they get travel to the afterlife and try to rescue the remaining members of the Doom Patrol. But in that, as much as that is the line and how we're going to have point A to point B, so in episode 4 they're out of the afterlife, seeing in a way Cliff's version of heaven, of hell, or the process. So let's say this is called heaven, right? Or Jane's version of heaven, or Victor's version of heaven. It is such on its characters and so much of, like, Victor. I mean, Victor bumps into his mom and reunites with her, and of course it's the classic thing of, I haven't seen you for X many years, let's catch up as minimum of time that we have. And while watching it, you realize how far Victor has come. I mean, Victor, the first time we saw Victor in the show, all he wanted was to join the Justice League. And he had this very, like, stoic, booyah kind of, like, I'm a superhero kind of mindset. But now he's not that anymore. And I think what he is, swapping, it essentially is, Cyborg, it's just going to be Victor now on. I don't think, like, the gun cannons, all that, until probably they want to save some money or cash or whatever, but I don't think that is going to, I think Cyborg's done, but Victor still goes on. And I think that's what's going to be Victor's story in a way. You got Cliff, who bumps into his dad, and him and his dad doesn't have the best relationship. And Cliff is all about, fuck you, I'm a grandpa right now, and I'm a hell of a lot better than you ever were. I'm a robot, I'm a brain in a robot costume. You got that bickering, and that's great. Even Jane's the one with subtitles and all that, but it's reuniting. It's understanding her character, understanding this. It's just, this episode is so good. And as much as we have the Sherlock Holmes Junior afterlife thing, as much as we have like death being this like buggy type creature thing, it's just characters, man. Characters. It is that classic saying, care about the characters and care what's going on and care what they're doing. You can kind of watch anything with them, pretty much.